Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there is no such coaching like my coaching anywhere on the internet. This is why I created it. Thank you very much. My coaching mainly consists of audio exchange and telephone sessions. All the information for me is below on my website. The link is below, my email is below, and also my phone number is below if you need to text me. In order to get into my coaching, you need to pre-book. You need to come humble, you need to come kind, and you need to come prepared to spend at least 2 to 3 months with me. Okay, 1 month in coaching with me isn't going to be enough for me to work with you enough to produce the results that you really want. So 2 to 3 months with me in coaching is necessary for you to become the person that you want to be, to manifest on another kind of level. All right. Two packages are really popular with me in my coaching, and that is the audio exchange unlimited and the phone session deluxe. They're similar but different, and let me explain for those who are new. And please subscribe if you are new. You're going to learn a lot on this channel, and the information that you're not going to find anywhere else. I'm not even bragging, it's just the truth. The audio exchange goes like this. When you book me, by the way, you need to sign the coaching agreement. But after that, I get you on the phone for about an hour. And this is your opportunity to basically tell me what has been happening, right? You need to tell me what we need to work on in coaching, everything that is of concern to you, and the area of troubles. Most often than not, it usually has to do with SP or money or career, and these kinds of situations. After that, I ask you to cover with me, starting with your childhood, going into adolescence and college years, etc., all the way up until now. Now, you're not going to do it in one audio. Each audio has to be 20-minute max. We go blow by blow. So childhood. This is my childhood, mom, dad, maybe a guardian, maybe a grandmother, blah, blah, blah. I listen to the audio more than once. I take extensive notes. Everything interests me in every single person in my coaching, because it has to be that I understand where you're coming from, what you lived, the kind of beliefs that you absorbed. I take my extensive notes and I reply with my analysis and further questions, further suggestions towards the next audio. And that's how we go. Now, most of the time, this takes me about a month to cover the entire history. This is of paramount importance to me, because I really need to understand your blueprint. What is a blueprint? It's the belief system that you walk around with day in and day out. There's no way for me to start helping you in manifestation without understanding what you're working with. Okay? In other words, I'm checking your engine. I'm understanding what kind of car you are, if you want a metaphor, etc. After that, we go into different exercises, and forgiveness, letting go, processing of emotions. There are different many exercises that I employ. Depends on the case. But basically, we do not go into the manifestation until we do this primary work. So that's that. In the case of the phone session deluxe, that's another popular package, we do the similar work, except you're on the phone with me 1 hour at a time. Again, we talk 2 to 3 times per week. Depending, schedule permitting, yours and mine, of course, in both cases. But in the case of phone call sessions, we spend an hour on the phone at a time. I record this session with your permission, of course, and then I listen back to it once we hang up. Again, I take my extensive notes, and at the next session, we'll reconvene with my analysis, and I give it to you live. Okay, so it just depends on what you prefer. The price with the phone sessions is higher because it's more work for me. It goes like 20 minutes of an audio versus 1 hour. Okay, so I just have to do more, take more listening to the session, and more notes have to be taken. I usually recommend that if you're starting out with me, you start out with audios first, okay, and then transition to phone calls. But if it's your preference that you start with phone calls, that's fine with me. Okay, why do I recommend audios? Because it's just, it gives me permission to pause, replay. It's 20-minute max. This is what I require in my coaching agreement in case of audios, because it just gives me permission to replay it, like I said, more than once, and really do it step by step instead of, going into it full force. I usually do phone sessions with people that I already have gotten to know, that I have already mapped out their history. In any case, if you have any questions, please email me, and like I said, or text me, and please be polite and respectful. I only take serious inquiries. If you're not prepared to go into coaching, I understand, but this is not for everybody. My personality is not for everybody. Coaching is not for everybody. I think you really need to come prepared to do the work, like I said. Not everybody is ready to change their life, which is why people spend their time watching endless videos and being frustrated. But if you're really serious, then come humble and kind, like I said, and be prepared to work. Now, in one of my latest audios/videos, I promised a song. And so let's sing the song and you'll later understand what I mean. This is by Beatles, Across the Universe. Okay, sing along with me. I don't know why I'm inspired to do this. Words are floating out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, processing and caressing me. Jagu Deva home. Nothing's gonna change my mind. Nothing's going to change my world. That's it. I love this song. It's so trippy. The lyrics are fucking trippy. Anyway, I just got tripped out just by singing that. The subject of today is don't beg your SP, command them. All right. So a lot of people come into my coaching asking me how they can get their SP back, and how they can become the better version of themselves, truly. I think the first question that comes up more, how can they bring back their SP and their money and this and that and the other. Well, I have this to tell you. Ready? Nothing's going to change my world. The lyric there in the Beatles song is that you don't bother with the 3D. 3D is for amateurs. 3D is for people who want to reside in 3D. When you are an artist, I work a lot with artists. Like before coming on YouTube, I've coached so many fucking artists. They're all fucking crazy. They love me and they will appreciate this comment. They take it as a compliment if they hear this. And what I mean by that is that they're really readily available to understand what's not seen, the unseen part of it. Okay, everybody's so enamored with the 3D, especially the logical-minded people, the everyday people. And I mean no disrespect when I say that, but artists, when I say they're crazy, quotation marks, is that they're able to see what's not there, myself included, by the way. And so it takes a little bit of delusion to understand that you don't need to assign any meaning to the 3D, particularly if you don't prefer it. Okay? And so it comes in. Why does this make sense in this audio? Because it makes sense in everything that I teach, in everything that I speak of. Okay? Begging your SP rather than commending them is like, how can I say this? It's like sitting on the pot and begging for it to boil when it's going to boil anyway. Okay? How it's going to boil? I had this dream last night, really quick parenthesis here. I was with John Assaraf. Some of you know this guy from The Secret. He's marvelous. And we were having a deep discussion on metaphysics. What else? He took me into his like huge like townhouse. Somehow he had a townhouse in Manhattan, and it was like he took me to a 10th floor, which was so unlike usually New York townhouses are maximum like maybe a 7th floor that's tops, but he took me to a 10th floor. It's like, Anna, what the fuck is a 5th floor, which is my townhouse? Let's go to the 10th floor. In other words, top yourself. Stop fucking settling. Stop being on a level that, you only know what that's like. Stop begging. Start commending. Start imagining bigger and greater. Stop being this version of yourself that doesn't fucking beg. It's for, people who doesn't know what manifestation is about. You have the power in every moment of time. You just need to establish that for life, just for life as a rule. Do you understand? Like this, the commandments, okay? It's like from the Bible or whatever other religion you're from. Like I'm half Jewish, half Orthodox Christian. I don't particularly, practice either religion. I don't have a problem with religion. I just have a problem when people start calling me Satan because I teach people manifestation. It's a little bit cuckoo, I would say, but because the Bible, for example, is full of manifestation. Parting the sea, okay, the burning bush, the manna from the sky. I can go on and on. It's all manifestation based. It's like, hello, people, worded awkwardly, I'll give you that. These people lived like centuries ago. But it's manifestation based. Like, hello, wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee, okay? And so this rule you need to implement, that you have the power all along. Yes, to manifest anything in every moment in time. You don't need to wait centuries or years, centuries. Why did I just say that? Like you have that much time. Imagine. I'm sorry. Oh, SP, I was waiting for you for 300 years. You're finally here. No, just kidding. I'm sorry. That's so funny though. 1 second. I hope you still look good after 300 years. Anyway, let's move on. Sorry. Oh, this is the hardest I've laughed in a long time, okay? You need to establish, excuse me, this rule for life, that you have the power in every moment in time of decision. Decide. You are not begging any fucking body, anything. You are commanding. It's under your command. It's like Neville Goddard. It's like at your command. That lecture, that piece of artwork, I would say, at your command. There's no opponent. There's nobody to fight against other than you. Let me tell you something. Manifesting your SP is easy. And I know a lot of people get so irritated sometimes when I say that, because they're like struggling with it and this and that. It is easy. I don't understand why people make so many videos on YouTube about it, because to me, it's the easiest shit under the sun. It is. I think everything is easy, but that certainly is the easiest. What's not easy, what's challenging, I should say, is facing yourself, who you are, what you're operating from, the beliefs, right, that we're, conducting the examination of in my coaching, and why you created this version and this separation in the first place. That's the challenging part. The bringing back of your SP is easy. Oh my fucking God, is easy. You know how easy it is? It's not even a sneeze. It's like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like singing a Beatles song. It's like dreaming up an idea where you want to go on vacation. It's like looking outside your window and seeing the sunlight. That's how easy it is. But the understanding of the mechanism of yourself, that's what you've got to do. Do you understand? You cannot commend anything unless you understand the mechanism from which you are commending and what the fuck you are commending. Make sense? You're not waiting, okay? You're not waiting for some God to give you like props or whatever, or agreement to your wish and this and that. You're wanting to become one who doesn't wait. And you're wanting to become one who has that shit already. And this is what I really wanted to discuss. Become that character that your SP like literally kisses the ground you walk on. And you have everything you want. You are that character. Like, I've done acting, I've made no secret of it, modeling and this and that. You know what I learned from acting? You have to become a different person. And it serves so well in everyday life, not in a psychopathic way or whatever, schizophrenic way, but in a way that it implies that I am becoming a different person now. I'm putting on a different attire of knowledge, of beliefs, of thoughts. And so if I am that person, what kind of reality ensues? So becoming that character who has SP, money, this, that, and the other, career, anything you want, the yacht in Monaco harbor, whatever the fuck you want, best-selling album, the movie that you want to make, the company you want to create, the family that you want to have. That is the character you have to become in order to attract that situation. Every parallel reality comes with a certain construct, and you're not going to go in there with your current beliefs and with your current assumptions, most certainly not. You're going to have to become another somebody in order to attract that reality. It's mandatory. Why? Because in that parallel reality, you are that somebody. You are that completely different person. And you are that person who commands your SP through your thoughts, through the way that you are, your demeanor, your je ne sais quoi, the way that you conduct yourself, where you're not fucking begging. You're not. You're saying, honey, we're doing this. And he or she says, yes, yes. And this does not have to be like a domineering, by the way, relationship, but you're expressing yourself freely, you're being yourself, you're understanding that you matter, that your desires matter, that you matter most of all, and that they will come along on this journey because you respect yourself, because you're not asking, you're commanding. You're commanding respect. You're commanding the magnitude of who you are. And you're not pulling back anymore. You're not fucking begging. That's for amateurs at best. Okay? I'm kind of like being a little bit, careful what I'm saying here. But it's for amateurs at best. But you know what I would rather say. Keep in mind, the remote control that you are, everybody's a remote control, you know this, right? Of a human being. You have feelings inside of your body. You are a remote control. You are like a fucking astonishing piece of artwork, by the way. And so you have these feelings of like, let's just say, it's a scale. Desperation, contentment, joy, euphoria, bliss. Spectrum consists of different other things, but essentially you get the idea from absolutely desperate and depressed to euphoria. And so at any moment in time, you operate from those feelings, and you understand that from the feeling that you command, that is the manifestation that you will achieve in your reality at that time. And so it's of paramount importance for you to understand, yes, who you are, but also what are you commanding at that moment in time. At that moment in time, you are creating something, a manifestation that is on that frequency. In order for you to create a different version of other people, you have to be on a different frequency. That's a must. Commanding, thus, from that frequency, right? So you're commanding in order to create anything. You're saying, I am creating this. I command the universe, however you want to phrase it. Actually, you don't even have to say that, but you just say, well, I would like that. And that's it. Like the genie, rub the genie's bottle and whatever, the poof manifestation comes out, you're commanding, and commanding creates magic out of thin air. And so therefore, what the fuck are you doing still begging your SP when you can start fucking commanding? Different fucking energy, different confidence, different certitude, different situation. And let me tell you something. The things that you command with certitude and confidence rather than begging and being insecure, that's a better manifestation. It will serve you better, and to be honest with you, you'll never go back. You'll just never go back. You will understand what's what after that. You can create them being so accommodating to you. It would freak you out. To your human mind, that is. It will make no fucking sense. You'll be like, how on earth this person was such an asshole? Let's just, take an extreme example. Such an asshole, so disrespectful. Maybe they lied to me, maybe they cheated, maybe they whatever. But now, oh my God, look at this. Look at this fabulous situation that I have. But let me tell you something. First of all, you created the asshole in the first place. And now you are going to command this person to become somebody else. It's just like that. None of it is real anyway. Like, get over yourself. Get over all of this. None of it is real anyway. Just start creating what you prefer. Okay? That's what I would say, my darling. And really quick, I want to insert, I suppose, an anecdote, as it were. I did some growing up in the south of France, Monte Carlo, and in Italy, some. But I've met a lot of wealthy and famous people early on when I was like, I would say starting 12, early exposure, you would say. And, these people, they're famous and wealthy for a reason. It's like their aura, it shines in your eyes. I mean, literally. It's like, I don't know how else to say it. They're magnetic. There's something about them. They're not the prettiest person in the world. They're not the most handsome person in the world. But there's something about them that commands respect. I remember very well the first person. I have two aunts who are extremely wealthy. Both of them are kind of assholes, by the way. But anyway, they're extremely wealthy. Not to say that all wealthy people are assholes. No. That's not that kind of story. But in this particular instance, they are. I'll be honest. And I'm talking like billionaires. And they introduced me to this world of like people who, have this situation. And you'll see that the people who exude this confidence and command respect and command the room and walking to the room and understand that, it's all about them. I don't know how else to explain it. Not in a narcissistic way, but in a very here I am kind of way. I know what I'm worth. I don't have to try hard. Certainly not. I have just to move a finger and people come running and they ask me what I need and this and that. And begging, what the fuck is that? But I want to propose to you this idea. This is everybody's situation, or should be. You should be famous in your world. Okay? You should be wealthy beyond comprehension of your mind right now. In the beginning, it's going to start in your mind, but it's going to basically create this world in which you live in. I don't know how else to say it. You're going to start with an idea and then it's going to be projected out into your world. Now, wealth has different connotations for different people. It could be money, it could be, relationships and this and that, marriage, kids, la la la. Whatever it represents for you, you can be wealthy in all departments, by the way, but you need to exude that first in your mind and be present with it in your mind in order to see it on the outside. And you don't need to be the prettiest, you don't need to be the smartest, none of this shit is necessary. You just need to be on purpose, focused, and really kind to yourself. Really just about yourself in the sense that I know who I am, I'm all right, I'm doing this, that, and the other, which is magnificent, and this is my shebang. And when you're on purpose like that, like this is what I'm working with, okay? This is my story. It's not perfect. Nobody fucking is, parenthesis here. I know what I've lived. That's fine. I've processed it, in coaching with Anna, parenthesis here. And then you go about your business of creating the best life from here on. Nobody's perfect. Listen to me when I say nobody's fucking perfect. You don't need to be perfect to create an amazing life. And you don't need to be perfect to create a magnificent fairy tale with your SP. How do you command your SP? You just become that person. Become that person who they are head over heels over. You don't have to do anything. Like I said, you have to move a finger, if that. It's like Buddha, do nothing and accomplish everything. It's the vibration of you being like, of course they're going to come back. Like they want only me and all this kind of stuff. They want me because, hello, I'm the golden Buddha. What's up? There's nobody else out there for them. Even if they went off and tried somebody else, they're regretting it like profusely, and they're understanding that I am the only person for them, and that's it. And a lot of people get so regretful about the third parties and this and that, but the reality of things is that even if they did that, it's of tremendous benefit to you, because number one, you have something to question them about, and number two, it's like, well, they made them see who you are. It's like comparing things is very, very beneficial sometimes, because sometimes a person doesn't realize what they have until it's gone. And so don't worry about the third parties. Don't worry about anything. Just command that, well, they're regretting it. They're regretting it profusely. I don't know. It's like this analogy comes to mind right now. These Michael Jackson, impersonators that have been all over the world, and yet there's only one Michael Jackson. I would treat it like this. I'm the only Michael Jackson, and all of these other third parties are wannabes, and eventually my SP is going to realize that I'm the only Michael Jackson, so I'm the only one who could do the moonwalk right. Okay. And you can go like this. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Thank you very much for listening. All my information is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.